The Norman tide rises from Hastings to the Welsh marches, 1066, a date etched in English history. William the Conqueror, a Norman duke with ambition as vast as the sea, triumphed at the Battle of Hastings. This victory didn't just reshape England, it cast a long shadow over Wales. Imagine the apprehension of the Welsh, witnessing their neighbors fall to these fierce Norman warriors. The Normans, descended from Viking raiders who had settled in France, were a formidable force. They were masters of warfare, their heavy cavalry and disciplined archers a fearsome sight on the battlefield. They were also skilled administrators, bringing with them a new system of feudalism, castles, and laws. The Normans didn't immediately turn their attention to Wales. England, with its riches and vast lands, was the prize. But it wasn't long before their gaze shifted westward, drawn by the allure of more territory and resources. The Welsh, fiercely independent and proud, were a people used to conflict. They were divided into several kingdoms, often at odds with each other. This disunity, unfortunately, would play into the Normans' hands. A land-divided Norman strategies for conquest. The Norman invasion of Wales wasn't a single, decisive campaign like Hastings. It was a more complex affair, a piecemeal conquest spread out over decades. The Normans, pragmatic and opportunistic, adapted their strategies to the terrain and the political landscape. They wouldn't launch a full-scale invasion. Instead, they employed a strategy of gradual encroachment, picking away at the edges of Wales. They established fortified bases along the border regions, known as the Marches, using them as launching pads for raids and campaigns. These castles, imposing stone structures built on strategic hilltops, were symbols of Norman power. They served as military strongholds, administrative centers, and safe havens for Norman settlers. The Normans also shrewdly exploited existing rivalries among the Welsh kingdoms. They would forge alliances with certain Welsh rulers, using them as pawns in their game of conquest. Clash of Eagles and Dragons, key battles, and valiant leaders. The Norman invasion of Wales wasn't without its fierce resistance. The Welsh, renowned for their bravery and fighting spirit, met the invaders head-on in many bloody encounters. One such clash was the Battle of Mynydd Carn in 1081, where Gruffydd ap Cynan, king of Gwynedd, led the Welsh forces against the Normans. Another pivotal figure was Rhys ap Tywdwr, king of Deheubarth, who fought valiantly against the Norman advance in South Wales. He met his end at the Battle of Brycheiniog in 1093, betrayed by his own men and killed by the Normans. Despite their courage and determination, the Welsh were often outmatched. The Normans' superior military technology, combined with their cunning tactics and the internal divisions among the Welsh, gave them a distinct advantage. However, the Welsh spirit of resistance never truly died. Even as the Normans tightened their grip on parts of Wales, pockets of resistance remained, flickering like embers in the wind, waiting for the chance to ignite a new rebellion. The shaping of a nation, Norman impact on Welsh society. The Norman invasion had a profound and lasting impact on Welsh society. It wasn't just a military conquest, it was a cultural and social transformation. The Normans brought with them their language, their laws, and their customs, which gradually blended with those of the native Welsh. One of the most visible signs of Norman influence was the construction of castles. These imposing structures, dotting the Welsh landscape, served as constant reminders of Norman power. They transformed the physical and political landscape of Wales. The Normans also introduced a new system of feudalism, which restructured Welsh society. This hierarchical system, with the king at its apex, granted land to nobles in return for military service and loyalty. This system displaced many traditional Welsh landowners and eroded the power of the Welsh princes. The Normans also brought with them their legal system, which gradually replaced the traditional Welsh laws. This had a significant impact on Welsh society, as it introduced new concepts of land ownership, inheritance, and justice.